What's going on, guys? This is Tang, and we're going to be talking about Overwatch in this video and my prospects, worries, thoughts, and inevitable comparisons with another game that this one is bunched with a lot of the time. First off, my thoughts. While I've had a few weeks to let myself calm down, I'm still as hyped as ever. We only have a gameplay trailer and some footage here and there, but the game looks like fun. But let's get this out of the way first. First off, it's basically a Team Fortress clone. It has a futuristic skin that has the benefit of being a new game, and it's made by Blizzard, so it has that going for it. Although I use the word clone loosely, only because of the payload game type. If you overlook that, however, the game has its own differences, like having characters with their own unique abilities, with more to be announced. It still sounds like Team Fortress, doesn't it? Okay, how about this? The key thing I would like to mention are the abilities and mobility, which set it apart from TF2. In the context of abilities, it actually reminds me of Transformers War and Fall for Cybertron. That's on the PS3 and Xbox 360, although those are third-person shooters. The aspects of those games kind of apply to this one in comparison. So in those games, the classes in Transformers get their own abilities mapped to the shoulder buttons, and there's also the mobility and slew of weapons. In the case of Overwatch, unique abilities are mapped to E and Q, so that's different enough, well, you know, to compare it with TF2 and Overwatch. There's also a few characters that aren't mobile at all, which is pretty interesting. Instead, opting for a more defensive or supportive role, which I like. It brings out a variety that you need to take into consideration, and plus this game is 6v6 versus TF2's sometimes chaotic, larger team fights that can happen. Anyway, for some of these characters that are immobile, like Bastion for example, he turns into a turret when you press shift, and that goes for a lot of other non-mobile characters. They have their own special skills, which is common with class-based shooters. Although I guess if you play those guys, you have to learn to dodge bullets now to compensate for a lack of mobility, I guess. You know, when the beta rolls out, we'll start slow. We'll start with wrenches and cars. And for those wondering, there's no sprint.
I'm okay. Okay,
I never get tired of that. Besides that, all characters get a quick melee attack. In TF2, you have to have a melee weapon tied to your third slot, and you would have to switch to it and when you find yourself in close combat. You can just melee people to your heart's content in Overwatch, even if you have a gun out, and that's a plus in my books. In terms of weapons, they all look different. Hammer wielders, some with alternate fire. Some of them have more than one weapon, or, you know, like Widowmaker, she has an assault rifle, and then it can alternate to a sniper rifle, while Tracer only has her guns, her dual-wielding pistol things. All of that varies, and it makes them extremely unique in my eyes. So what does it mean for me in this channel? I'm thinking on where to cover the game and where to play it, but the more time passes, the desire increases ever more. I haven't had a game catch my attention since who knows how long. But when I get obsessive, you run away, and I get really obsessive. Anyway, I find the game looks good, and I'm currently in the process of upgrading my computer anyway, so why not? By the time the game comes out, I'll be ready and try my hand at it. So I guess I could do without food for the next month if I want to play this one. And besides, I have a few ideas for videos already, so we'll figure things out as we go. The next thing I wanted to address is that since this is a shooter, how viable will it be in the market? You know, we got things like Call of Duty, Halo, Battlefield, TF2. The market is overly saturated with these games, so taking shares from any of these franchises is probably non-existent, but I don't think that's Blizzard's intention. People play Blizzard games because they're Blizzard, and they're known for having quality games. It's not like arena shooters are exclusive to Team Fortress or Halo or something like that. And then there's the inevitable TF2 comparisons. You know, when we had the gameplay and cinematic trailer come out, everyone was going on and on about it. You know, this is a TF2 ripoff. Okay, I get it. You know, I'm tired of it though. Even when I made this video, I really tried not to mention TF2, but I'll get to that a bit. But, you know, once the beta rolls out for this game, trolls will be on full force, and we're gonna have a Dota 2 versus LoL situation all over again. We actually have a little bit of that already, but it's not something I'm looking forward to. But you have to expect that in a lucrative market where people use ideas off each other. So I couldn't figure out a way to describe the game without mentioning Team Fortress bit. And when I did that, I felt like I was trying to justify this game's existence and not judging it by its own merit. And from what I've seen so far, I like the wide range of characters. I like that there's a mix of male and females. All the characters look and feel distinct. Even though it's a class-based shooter, it even looks to have a well-built lore. This game already looks to have its own identity, and that's what really matters to me. Is it fun, you know? Well, I guess I should stop there. That's really all I had to say over the matter. I guess I'm invested now. Okay, so, thank you guys for watching this video. Give a like or comment, or possibly subscribe for the weird stuff I come up with. I mean, really, this channel just follows what I catch for interest, so if you excuse me, I'm going home to play Dragon Age Origin. Morgan is calling for me. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.
You know, the world could always use more heroes.